Dark greetings.
Dark greetings.
What is up, Bessie?
Feels like it's been a really long time for some reason. I mean, it has been a week. But
Yeah.
Guess because we didn't pod yesterday, but that's not, it's only like an extra day.
Yeah, it is weird.
But it feels like forever.
There we go. We are back tonight for some more Don't Starve. What is up with you? What game are you playing?
I haven't decided yet. I just opened up Steam right before I hopped on here, so.
I love that for you.
Yeah. Of course, when it opens up, it opens to the store, and I'm immediately like, oh, what kind of fun games can that are on sale on here that I can buy and not play?
Mm-hmm. I am once again indulging in a Sephora. Oh, that wasn't smart. I just got little droplets of condensation on my pop filter.
Oh no.
It's fine. It didn't hurt the microphone.
I too have an alcoholic beverage.
Love that for you. What are you drinking?
There are these weird canned cocktails I got when I was in Ohio last. They're vodka, lemon, strawberry, and basil.
I'm on board until the last word.
That was why I got them, was the basil. I was like, oh, that's kind of unique, It's something different to try.
Yeah.
I mean, I like them. The flavor's a little on the light side, but I feel like the more you drink it, the more flavorful it seems somehow. Like your mouth adjusts to it or something.
Interesting.
But, yeah, it's just been one of those days, where I was like getting ready to eat dinner, and I was like, you know what? Let me choose an alcoholic beverage from my fridge.
Love that for you.
Yeah. Because, I'm supposed to be in the middle of the woods in mountains of West Virginia right now, so.
And I am so sorry that you're not.
I've been, grouchy all day, and it didn't occur to me until a little while ago that I was like, I wonder if it has anything to do with it.
A distinct possibility.
Because my group chat's been going off all day. Everyone's like, we should be there right now setting up camp. And,
Yeah. I can fucking imagine. That sucks. I need to find some resources for my fire.
Nix, you're driving me insane again.
Excuse me. I realized I could not efficiently mute myself in time because I would have to click out of Steam and all that fun stuff. Oh no, my fire is dying.
You know what? For the sake of anybody watching, I did not say bless you because we have an agreement that we don't say that to each other. Just in case anyone was like, oh, that's rude, you're supposed to say. I'm like, no, we have an agreement. No. We don't do that.
It's against the rules.
Yes. That is a rule we made because, frankly, it's a little bit silly, Yeah. It was just an odd tradition thing. We don't say anything when people cough or, sniffle or whatever. But that one thing. I don't know. I haven't played any 76 today, so I haven't done today's challenges, but I might play some Mouse PI for hire.
Fun.
Yeah, you gotta play this game. It's super fun. It's super cool.
I love that. I'm assuming the concept is that you are in fact a mouse detective.
This is the one. It came out in February or something like that. Mm-hmm. But it's based on the old timey rubber hose animation from 100 years ago. So it's all black and white, and all the characters are mice.
Love it.
And you're a grizzled, hard-boiled detective, and you have to solve crimes and shoot a bunch of other gang mice, and but the style of it's cool, old school jazzy music, old-timey music, and there's just all these fun little details and stuff. You pick locks with your tail.
Nice.
That is cute. Fun. And it's very, you know, story based. So you're having to collect clues and things like that. And you have like an office where you have your evidence board and you have to arrange the evidence and you're trying to like
God,
solve.
you get to make like the connect everything with strings.
Yeah.
I've always wanted a reason to do that.
Yeah, same. So yeah, it's really cool. It's definitely it's very much a unique game. I haven't played it super long yet, but there's clearly they're pulling from some genres. Like there's clearly some anti-Semitism going on in this world due to some posters that are like plastered on walls.
Interesting. So
I know that's going to come into the story at some point. It's gotta. So there's that. That's interesting. And I keep seeing like spray painted on the side of buildings that, I can't remember the name of the product. There's like some major product in the game, kind of like, you know, like Nuka-Cola would be, or, you know, something like that. But it says this product is mice, like Soylent Green is people. So I think that that's got to come, you know, I feel like that's got to be part of something soon.
That's fun. Yeah, honestly, that does sound like a really interesting game.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see what some of these things turn out. Like it starts off with this case that a magician does a disappearing act on stage, but actually disappears. No one can figure out, but no one can figure out what happened to him.
I like it.
And so, yeah, you're trying to track down what happened to the magician. So I've already talked to, you know, the magician's assistant and. You know.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to adjust my volume so it's not super loud in the game. It's still pretty loud though. Oh. Yeah, it's fine. Yeah, and you have to save periodically by clicking on typewriters, and it like types it out, like saves your.
God, I love that.
Yeah,
that's a cute.
It's so
detail.
Cute. Yeah, and you don't like have an inventory of a bunch of ammunition and stuff like that, but there's like ammo and like little health kits laying around, and you use them as needed.
So kind of like a Metro. Like, do you have a limit on things you can carry?
Yeah, I mean, like, so you max out at so many like bullets for your gun, and once you have that number, you can't pick anything else up.
Yeah, that's how Metro works.
I own Metro. I've never actually played it.
One of my favorite games. I highly recommend.
Yeah, I don't remember when I bought it, but I definitely have it. Oh, I'm supposed to talk to this person. Tammy Tumblr.
Tall bird, don't kill me. Yes, I know it's getting late, and it will be dark soon. That's why I'm heading back to my base.
Is it this way? Nope. Going to the opera, apparently.
Fancy. Yes. Wonderful. I can craft more things.
Oh my god.
What?
Well, I've just learned that when I get in my car, I see the whole city as like a 3D map, and I can drive to wherever I want.
Yo! That's fun.
So it's like the version of fast traveling. Oh, that's so cool. This is not a thing I've experienced yet. Oh, I'm really bad at driving this thing, though. I made it to the opera.
Yay!
Oh, that's so cute. I really love how all the characters are 2D as well. Like if you go around them, you can just see that it's just like a sheet.
Flat. Yeah.
Yep.
That's fun.
And they're like lots of little creatures and stuff. Give me all of your coins.
Kidding me. No, it was absolutely amazing. There were at least 5 separate times where I thought, oh, okay, that's gotta be the craziest thing they managed to pull off with the cartoons. And then it wasn't.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely insane. 10 out of 10.
I haven't seen that in forever, but
And also, it's funny that you're talking about 100-year-old animation, because Kyle and I watched Shadow of the Vampire yesterday, which is a movie where the concept is essentially, what if Max Schreck, who played Count Orlok in the original Nosferatu, what if he was actually a vampire hired by Friedrich Werner Murnau to pretend to be an actor deep in character, and he like actually promised like the lead actress of the original Nosferatu to Count Orlok as a sacrifice. It was very interesting, but it got me thinking about like, I don't know, because like so much of it is about shooting a film. Shooting a film in the 1920s, and I just cannot imagine how much of a fucking ordeal that must have been for the podcast tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fair.
Let me tell you, the reality has started setting in.
I got that impression from the text you sent earlier.
Yeah. Oh, fuck, my health is so low. This is not good. Yes.
Oh no. Picking a lock with my mouse tail. Excellent. I am backing out of this game and playing something that I can actually. I'm too focused on the story. There's so much
time. I'm quite locked in right now as well, but that's mostly because my health is very low.
Well, at least when I'm playing something like Fallout 76, you know, I can walk around and do random things and still.
Snitchbox. Snitchbox.
Oh god. I picked up a different beverage than I thought I did. That was startling. Whoops. You ever do that where you think you know what you're about to drink and then it's something that you
No.
You expect it to be water.
I mean, I probably have, but you just reminded me that I did that to my sister because when we were kids, she like doesn't like anything that's carbonated for the most part. Like now that she's an adult, like
Weird.
there are like beers that she likes, but she doesn't like soda at all. And when we were kids, we were eating at a restaurant and I had ordered a Sprite and she had ordered, I don't know what, probably just water. And they came in like identical styrofoam cups with lids. And I switched ours, and you should have seen the fucking spit take. It was unreal.
Well, it's alarming when your brain is like expecting one thing and then it's, I assume it's like automatically interprets it as danger, you know?
And here's the thing. Was I a little shit for doing that? Yes, absolutely. Would I do it again? Probably.
See, like, I'm triple fisting, as is often the case.
I am only double beveraging it tonight.
They are all 3 in different vessels, of course. But they're all water-y-ish. Because like one's plain water, one is like a flavored sparkling water I made in my soda stream, and then my sparkling cocktail that is also not too dissimilar from like a seltzer. So, and I drank the regular like sparkling water that I made, and so it was like similar, but didn't have the vodka, and it really threw me off. I wasn't paying attention. I just grabbed one of the beverages.
Oh my god. You'll find this funny, or like you'll just be amused by how strange of an individual I am. Yesterday, Kyle laughed at me because I was sitting next to him on the couch while he was playing Master Duel on his Switch. And I scrolled past a particularly attractive fan art of Cardinal Copia, and I said, okay, out loud. And he looked over and saw that's what I was looking at and burst out laughing. Which, like,
I mean,
I know, but also, don't laugh at me.
Yeah, that's, like, not remotely surprising, though.
No, it is the opposite of surprising. I will absolutely agree with you there. But here's the thing. The fact that, like, there is a supply for my demand shows I am not the only one like this out there.
That's true. Yeah,
Think about
that's
that.
true. Yeah. I had a delightful interaction yesterday with somebody who works at, it was an FYE I was in. I was like, where was I again?
You can tell.
Because I had my eye exam yesterday. Surprise, my eyes are getting worse.
I'm so sorry.
But where I had my appointment was like right across from the mall, not the one by me. Like, well, that doesn't really exist so much anymore, but like the decent mall near here in Victor. And so I was like, oh yeah, let me go just kind of look around a little bit, what have you. And I went into the FYE and it was nobody in there, just this one employee organizing records. And they were just immediately like, oh my God, let me look. And I was like, what, look, my pins. They wanted to look at my pins.
I love that.
And they got real excited. And they saw my new Vegas pin. They were like, oh, that's the best one. So that was pretty exciting, but recognized a lot of the anime pins and said that their favorite one was my one that I put nice and centered, which is the well, if it isn't the consequences of my own executive dysfunction.
Nice.
Yeah. So that was lovely. Like they were so excited. It's a nice, like, pure moment of like, yes, thank you for recognizing these pins because I did not anticipate how heavy they were going to be.
Yeah, actually, that's something I can't say I considered either.
Because, like, I could not possibly fit another pin on there. Like, it is I want to say carpeted with pins.
Good word.
To the point where the last one I got was really small. It was like a little ecto cooler, you know, the like the juice boxes.
Yes.
Like it's a real little one. Barely fitted on there. I had
Wow.
to do a ton of arranging to make it fit on there. And yeah, I didn't expect how heavy it was going to be.
Yeah, I never really considered that either, but it does make sense.
Oh, and yeah, it does, you know, after a while of carrying around, it's like, okay, this is maybe a bit much. But will I take any of those pins off there? Of course not.
Absolutely not. Your executive dysfunction pin, like the consequences, it just reminded me of one of my favorite tweets I have ever seen. It's me sewing. Haha, yeah, this rules. Me reaping. What the fuck? This sucks.
That's a good one.
I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That really is how it is.
Traipsed around, tossing seeds everywhere. It's like, oh, that's lovely. Then I got to do the actual work of like pulling up the things or whatever you do. I don't know what people do with like farms.
Nor do I.
I don't know how any of that stuff works. Oh, let's let me grab these plates.
You're about to hear a bunch of rabbit screams. I'm so sorry.
Oh, not a fan.
I gotta trap them. I need food.
I guess. Rude. Oh, that's weird. How did I just die? I have no idea. Bizarre.
Not a nuclear strike this time?
No, it reminded me of that because it seemed surprising. I was like totally fine, and then all of a sudden I was dead.
Very strange.
Yeah. Not doing anything particularly dangerous.
Oh, I don't know if you can see in this light. I dyed my hair last night.
Oh. I could not tell that.
Oh my god, I have the funniest fucking video to send you. Or like, I think it's funny. Maybe I'm just like, I'm gonna spoil the video for you because, and I'm just like, in what fucking world is sushi mass produced? First of all,
I want to know how her meat is not mass produced. Does she kill it herself?
I have no fucking idea. But like, I'm sure that this woman is doing this like in pursuit of, I don't know, good skin or like being physically like thin. And it's just, what are we doing? Like, that's really all I can say.
Yeah, it seems like they're always looking for a new way to be superior to other people in regard to health.
I saw today an excerpt from a New York Times article where a man insists that if you are eating correctly, you should not have to clean your ass.
No, that's not how that works.
And I like just, huh?
Yeah, sort of. Unfortunately,
And his argument
I'd
was
mentioned
that animals don't clean their ass.
they still get gross asses.
Mm-hmm.
That's illogical, my dude.
Mm-hmm. It was like I genuinely burst out laughing when I read this because like this can't fucking be real, but it is, and it's in the New York Times.
Yeah, some of the people that I like follow, it's apparently a thing amongst a lot of men that they just do not wipe.
Yeah, because that's gay.
Yeah. And like
Never
the number of videos
got that one.
Not only that, but it's like the number of videos where they're like, oh, and if that's a problem, like that's what your woman's supposed to teach you or whatever.
Disgusting.
Yeah. Like if you don't teach him, who will? It's like his mother should have taught him that.
His mother should have taught
father
him.
Or
whatever.
Parent. Not to
also like what I feel like and truly the only word for it is the only like phrase for it is losing the plot.
Mm-hmm.
The fillers. People,
all the looks maxing people.
Stop. We have got to stop. Like I saw a meme, like such an accurate meme too, where somebody was like, POV, you're watching a period drama. And it was like this woman dressed up in like Edwardian clothes, but with super obvious like lip fillers and like really modern makeup and just all this Botox. And I'm just like, yeah, like this is what it's like to watch a period drama in 2026. Genuinely.
Yeah.
Like that's women with their perfect like shaved legs and shaved pits. In 1870, whatever.
Yeah, although to be fair, I mean, people often take artistic liberties. Because I'm thinking about like Bridgerton, for example.
Mm-hmm. And like that's fine.
Yeah.
And I
hate to say like you have to 100% always stick to it,
Yeah. I saw another video recently where this girl was going around to all of her friend group and asking them to frown, like quick frown, like do a frown. Their faces don't move.
Oh, it's all the Botox or whatever?
Yeah. Like there is no, like they are clearly trying to move muscles in their face and they cannot.
Well, yeah,
and they all think
that's how you get wrinkles.
And they all think it's so funny. I'm just like,
no.
What the hell? Like nonverbal, like your face is so important in nonverbal communication cues.
Yeah.
And we're just not to be like, I don't know, I feel like I'm going around to the other side and like starting to sound like crazy because of how strongly I feel about this. But like you do not need to be injecting plastic into your face.
No. Imagine being so in denial of reality that you're just like, yeah, no, this is normal. This is what people like, this idea of avoiding wrinkles at all costs. It's like you realize that's just how gravity works. You can try as hard as you can. Gravity is going to win. And meanwhile, you don't get to have the joy of like smiling.
I saw a video once where this girl was like, here are my steps that I take as a 14-year-old to slow down the aging process. What the fuck?
Meanwhile,
she has
as a 3-year-old, I do nothing.
And she has like an 8-step skincare routine. First of all,
Jesus.
Your face is not even done growing.
Yeah.
Again, like just lost the plot.
You know what my skincare routine is? Moisturizer.
Yep, that's it.
That's literally it. I'm 40 years old, and I'm like, yeah, I don't care. If it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen.
I have a sunscreen, moisturizer, and that is all I use. I use my Cetaphil, and I use my it's just Cetaphil. It's Cetaphil face wash and Cetaphil face lotion, 35 SPF.
For some reason, I use Cetaphil in the shower, but then like the CeraVe face wash, like if I'm washing my face in the evening at the sink, I don't know why.
Fascinating.
Just some sort of habit I fell into at some point. But yeah, no, like if I'm wanting to put on like quote unquote makeup, I have a tinted moisturizer with physical sunscreen that I'll wear.
I have never done a full beat in my life that wasn't like, I have never been wearing foundation without the goal of it like changing my skin color in some way, whether that's like ghost face paint or
I see what you're saying.
Like stage makeup for like a theater, like when I did theater in like elementary school, and they would do like we were all playing like, you know, little cutesy characters, so they would do like big red circles on our cheeks and stuff like that. Like whenever I have been wearing something that has been covering my skin, the purpose of it has been to cover my skin.
Yeah no, I don't care about any of that stuff. I don't get it. And for the most part in the summer, I'm not really going anywhere, so I can't remember the last time I put on mascara or anything like that, because I do that for work. But that's about it. You know, I'm not going to the office at this time of year, so
yeah.
I just never felt the need, you know, like the motivation, the desire, or whatever. It just seems like a lot of work, and it's like, well, maybe if I did all these things that they recommend, I would have like slightly fewer wrinkles, or I could delay them for a little longer. But think about all the money you spend, all the time you spend like doing all these things. And it's not like you're going to put it off indefinitely. You're like, it's like you're not going to get wrinkles. It's just going to happen. And it's insane to me that people are like ashamed somehow of this natural process that every human goes through.
Oh, I might not make it again.
Crazy
oh boy. Oh, we're in trouble. Shit. Oh, we made it. Hell yes.
A weapon. Who is that?
Oh, about 40 minutes. Okay. I feel like I lose all sense of time when I play games where like you go through multiple days of the game.
Yeah, I believe I've said this before, but Cult of the Lamb is very similar to that. You know, because you have your like little community, and well, you have to take care of your worshippers and stuff, but it goes through like, you know, the day-night cycle and all that.
Yeah, Stardew Valley's just like that too. Stardew Valley, Minecraft, this game, Skyrim. There's a lot of
Animal Crossing
games
I guess.
I play.
Yeah. What I think is interesting, and I don't know if this is similar, but like, I guess it probably would be, because Cult of the Lamb, you're trying to see how long you can go with like, you know, keeping enough of your followers alive and stuff, and so that counts the day. You know, so it'd be like end of day 1 or whatever. So it feels more significant. Let's see. Where shall I
get to start? Like, let's go check my traps.
Where even am I? Good question, self. Just gonna talk to myself in third person. Let's see. I was actually really proud of myself yesterday that, you know, I was at the mall and I went to the FYE and like Newberry Comics and all these places that had nerd stuff, and I didn't buy anything.
Nicely done. Very proud.
I was tempted. I almost bought 2 more Fallout shorts.
I mean, would I have blamed you? Not at all.
because at box lunch they had, gosh, I'm already blanking on. One of them was like the primary print was on the back, and it had the it was like from the original Fallout. You know, it's like a post-nuclear role-playing game, and like the image of that. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And the other one had a Pip-Boy on the front, and it was like, you know, you're a companion in the wasteland, and lists out like the things that it does. I was like, that's kind of fun. But I was like, you know what? You already have 4 Fallout shirts. You don't need more. You know, because I have plenty of other shirts that I don't need. Like, I'm wearing a Star Trek shirt right now. How many Star Trek shirts do I have? No idea.
Sounds about right.
I do sort of have them organized. I do have some of my Star Trek shirts piled up. I have a video game section, you know, of my t-shirts. And like my anime shirts, my race t-shirts.
Oh, this is something that I brought up on a previous worsening. This is one of the new Sleep Token shirts I got.
I got a fun surprise in the mail the other day.
You tell.
I saw that I had a package coming, you know, like I'd have the USPS informed delivery, you know, so it'll show you what's coming to your home. And it said I had a package coming, and I'm like, I have not the slightest clue what this could possibly
Isn't that always so fun?
Yeah, and so I was just very like thrown. But eventually it came. It was a record that I ordered months ago.
Nice.
It was a pre-order of a reissue of a record. You remember when you were here? Was that like March or April?
Yes.
And I made that order from Hot Water Music.
Oh, yeah.
That was when I ordered it. Completely forgot. Had no idea what it was when I got here.
I have pre-orders out right now for Twin Temple's upcoming album and Green Lung's upcoming album. And I'm excited for both of those. Because actually, the last time, or I've only seen Twin Temple the one time. So the time I saw Twin Temple was in Albany, and they played a song that they had yet to release, which is the first single off of this new album, and I quite like it.
You know what's funny is before that album arrived, I'd gotten you know, an email from Hot Water Music like, oh yeah, order this, you know, reissue of this album. And I totally forgot I'd already ordered it, and I was thinking about buying it.
Nice.
Like, that was the level that it was not in my brain at all. I was like, oh, good thing I didn't order that. I was so sure that I didn't have it. Well, I didn't.
Oh, and my pre-order of the Ignite Films Bride of Reanimator, like, extra super special collector's edition should get here soon.
Nice. Now I want to watch Who Framed Roger Rabbit. Where'd you watch it?
Kyle has it on Blu-ray, so I don't know if it's streaming.
Okay, yeah, I'll have to look. Thought if you already knew, that would be convenient. Yeah, that's another one of those movies to say I watched it growing up. It's like probably parts of it. I maybe shouldn't have been watching it as young as I was, but yeah, it's fine. All right, everybody. Oh no. Oh, you sweet summer child.
Sometimes you say things and I'm so violently reminded that you're a millennial.
An elder millennial at that.
Yeah.
Well, I joined a public event, and, you know, most people who've been playing for a while know how many people you need to actually successfully, like, complete certain events. But then the lower level players often don't know that, and they just immediately initiate the events without waiting. We're all gonna die.
Oh dear.
This person who's level 21 just initiated this event, and there's only 3 of us. We're all gonna die. They should have waited for more people.
Godspeed, Dusty. And I'm sure I say things that violently remind you that I am Gen Z.
Oh yeah, all the time. Because I don't know what you're saying half the time.
Well, at least you'll have a fellow Gen or a fellow millennial tomorrow. If I say anything particularly weird, you can commiserate.
Yeah, there you go. Yes. An exennial, as some prefer. Although I have heard the term geriatric millennial more than once.
That's a little harsh.
Yeah, that's not okay.
Although I do just find it so ironic that millennials are now writing their like think pieces about how Gen Z is rooting everything.
Yeah, I mean that's a rite of passage for every generation.
It's like the boomers did this to you, man. Can we stop the cycle, please?
Yeah, every generation is going to think that because every generation after them is going to be different because the world is different. And they seem to have trouble understanding context.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I am still alive for now.
And like I am truly starting to see the divide between like Gen Alpha and myself. But like I frequently remind myself that like boomerism is something you have to actively resist.
Getting like curmudgeonly.
Yeah. Or just the general sort of like culture has changed since I was a child, a high schooler, etc. And that's bad.
Well, I don't so much have that issue with it as like, oh, this assaultron's about to kill me. I am so dead. Oh, another one. It doesn't so much bother me the ways in which culture has changed, but more that the youth often think they have like invented culture.
Yeah, that is annoying.
That they've invented it, or that they are the sole determinants of what is and isn't like cool or acceptable.
I agree.
I mean, every generation does that. But, like, I remember we thought we were like, you know, super cool or whatever in like high school, and you know,
yeah, everyone thinks they're hot shit at some point.
Yeah, but it's still just like so frustrating. That it's like they just kind of mock you, and it's like, no, you don't understand. One day you will understand this.
Time will come for you.
Yeah, it's like you don't get it now, but you will eventually.
Like, I was so fucking cringe in like middle school and high school, and here's the thing: I still am cringe. I firmly believe that you need to kill the part of yourself that cringes, rather than like trying to not be cringe. But I was fucking free. And I maintain that if you are cringe, you are free.
Yeah. I agree with that. I've been thinking specifically about how, so I was in Ohio a few weeks ago. Was around my niece quite a bit, who is 14. And she said that I kind of have old lady style.
Okay.
What does that even mean?
I am gonna hold your hand while I say this. I think it means that you are not particularly up on the trends.
Well, yeah, because I don't care. But that doesn't mean
that's fine.
Automatically old lady, though. That's not being up on trends. That's different. I don't like wear like pastel colored slacks.
No, you don't. But I will say that like the way you dress, like, and this isn't like a judgment, this is just kind of a fact. I think it does identify you as elder millennial, and I'm sure the way I dress identifies me as Gen Z.
the way well, first of all, most of the time I'm just wearing t-shirt and jeans. But the way I dress when I'm at work, it's because I'm at work.
That's fair. There is that caveat.
You know? I think the types of things that they characterize as old mostly mean you're not following the trends that the teenagers are in, like, good. I don't want to dress not my age.
I
Like
will
I'm trying
say
to be.
that Gen Alpha, in my own personal experience, seems to have had the biggest issue, like, that I've personally encountered with sort of feeling like they're like the arbiters of cool.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. And maybe this is just because, like, I'm also experiencing, like, the progression of linear time for the first time myself.
Yeah. Again, it comes for us all. And you do have to eventually accept, like, you do have to dress your age. Like, I can't shop in, like, a junior section anymore as a 40-year-old woman. That would look ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right? Like, you have to dress appropriately for who you are now. Not. So, if I attempted to wear a lot of the things that are trendy, it would look super weird, I think, at this point in my life.
I mean, I don't know. I think you can be quote unquote trendy without it necessarily being like what the teens are wearing.
But also at the same time, I don't know what the things that I think are considered trendy are so nondescript and boring. Mm-hmm. Like a lot of solid colors.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that I'm like a big trend follower, or like, I don't know. I am kind of like a trend follower within the sort of like, I don't know. I don't want to say trend follower, I guess, but like I have taken inspiration, like clothing wise, from other people in the sort of like alternative subcultures.
See, I don't get that. I don't pay attention. I have never paid attention, except to be annoyed by it. Mm-hmm. I just wear whatever I feel like wearing, and it doesn't really bother me. And I prefer things that are like colorful. I enjoy bright colors. I look good in jewel tones. So am I gonna wear like head to toe taupe or whatever seems to be in all the stores right now? Hell no.
No, it's boring as shit. And when I say like take inspiration, like I'm not like, oh, I see other people, like I see a lot of people wearing this, so I have to wear it. But if I like, I see it and I like it, obviously I'm gonna wear it.
But everything that I see right now, I do not like. It's so boring to me.
I really don't like the summer vibe that like, because like I consider like American Eagle is a pretty generic like clothing store for younger people.
Yeah.
I don't like what I'm seeing. And there was a time when I did. During that sort of little 80s revival we had with like just general clothing. I was really there for that.
I don't know. I've always found that stuff so boring. There's no character, no personality to it. It's just you are a generic person from fashion magazine or whatever. Mm-hmm. There's no personality to it. So regardless of my age, I never wore that stuff. I don't know.
I really don't like the clean girl aesthetic, I will say. I think it's boring as fuck. No.
I hate it. And I hate that it affects a lot of
I hear a monster.
Of what's available.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because like I was looking at getting like a couple new water bottles before the school year starts because a lot of mine are getting pretty beat up. And all they are right now, all I can find is like these really boring, muted, solid colors. And that is just not what I like.
Yeah.
It's been making me very annoyed. Like have personality.
Yeah, the sad beige mom thing has never appealed to me in the slightest.
Yeah, no. That is... Yeah, it doesn't appeal to me. So I just feel it is inaccurate to say old lady style. I feel it is more dressing appropriately for my age.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are things that I recognize that I've been like, oh, I kind of like that. And then I think about it on myself and I think about what my face looks like now. I do have like a couple gray hairs. I have like my, fine wrinkles under my eyes. Like, yeah, no. This would look
Example,
weird.
please. What is something that you have seen on the youths that you have wanted to wear?
That's a good question. I recall the vague feeling of it. I'm having trouble coming up with an example.
Mm-hmm.
That's the thing. I don't like most of what they have.
I'm just surprised that it happened at all.
Everything they think is cool, I think is super lame. But again, that like them getting to be the sole determinants of what counts as cool. It's like, no, that's not how it works. And you know what? Someday you too will age.
I don't know. There's an uncuriousness to the Gen Alpha that I notice. Like, someone on Twitter said recently that, like, can you imagine an 11-year-old today, like, knowing the vague concept of Mork and Mindy, for example? Because, like,
just knowing who they are and knowing the show.
Yeah, just having a vague idea, just knowing it existed, just knowing it was a show that Robin Williams was on.
No, because they don't watch TV or movies. They're on social media all day. That's
unfathomable.
That's their media. No, they don't watch movies. They don't. Yeah.
Like, you can't make, and I'm broadly generalizing here, but like, I feel as though it is a lot harder to make kind of broad cultural references to tweens and younger right now. And like, my perception is probably a little bit skewed because I was raised by older parents. But like, I don't think a 10-year-old would know who like the Rolling Stones. Like, they wouldn't know that the Rolling Stones are a band.
Yeah.
And like, I did from pretty much as early as I can remember.
Well, I think it's because, before social media and the internet and just being, so widely available and spending so much time on it and all of that, like, pretty much the way that you would learn about various forms of media that were available is from your parents. Right? Like, they'd force you to listen to music or sit down and watch a particular movie that they like because they want to show it to you. And
there were so many times growing up, like, throughout elementary, middle, high school, and even college, where my parents were like, okay, sit down, we're watching a classic.
Yeah. But now it's like everybody is, I think, much more focused on like individualized media use, that people just kind of silo themselves and watch what they want to watch. And even if you do get a kid in a room to like watch something, they're just on their phone or whatever the whole time.
I saw a very interesting TikTok recently where this person was kind of doing like a little mini video essay. And the thesis was essentially that we are witnessing the death of the American monoculture.
Oh, yeah.
Because, like, I think there was a pretty large window of time where the same reference could be understood by, like, grandparents, parents, and children.
Yeah.
And I don't think that exists anymore.
It's kind of weird, but I think a lot of that has come from people not watching broadcast networks as much as they used to. Right? Because, like, if you go back to the early days of TV, when there's literally 3 channels, everyone is, hearing the same news by watching the news on those channels, watching the same TV shows, right? All that kind of stuff. And even in the era of cable, still, those were, the big prime channels. People would still watch a lot of ABC, NBC, CBS. And so there were those common experiences that everyone had, especially because you had to watch the same things at the same time on those channels, right? Like before streaming and all that.
And it seems to me lately, in past years, or like in recent years, there's a much more militant divide between like media for children and media for adults. Like, I don't know what kids like anymore. But when I was a kid, or at least from my perspective, my parents were pretty aware of things like Hannah Montana, High School Musical, SpongeBob. Like, they knew what it was. And I have no fucking idea what, like, an 8-year-old is doing these days.
Well, it's because everybody's consuming media on their personal devices. Right? Like, if a kid back in the day was watching Hannah Montana, it was on the family TV.
Yeah.
Versus now, they're just, like, on their iPads or whatever.
That was my first
you don't
concert.
necessarily even see.
My first concert was Hannah Montana and the Jonas Brothers.
Mine was Boys to Men.
Cute.
Yeah, I loved them. I had, have several of their cassettes.
Love that. But yeah, I feel like there was this vague intergenerational cultural awareness that we are very much witnessing the death of.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. We just don't have that common culture anymore because of technology. And, even with something like, with your example of Mork and Mindy, I think a lot of the time when people would become aware of those, it wasn't even necessarily because their parents told them about it, but like people would channel surf. Like, you're bored. Oh, let me just like turn on the TV and just flip channels until I find something interesting.
See, that I missed. Like, I was too supervised for that.
I mean, that's how I found like a lot of things that I otherwise would never have known about.
Never done it.
I remember one time I just kind of coincidentally happened upon a Monkees marathon.
Like the American answer to the Beatles, the Monkees?
Yeah, well, it was a show.
Yeah. I know. Don't you worry. I know about the Monkees.
But like, I was vaguely aware of their existence, but I just kind of happened across this marathon and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to watch it. And I did. And I just stayed up and I watched it until it was over.
Nice.
And it's like, yeah, that I wouldn't have had that experience because certainly if I lived in like these times, I wouldn't have sought something like that out.
And I feel like my sister and I do make particularly odd examples of kind of like, I guess, intergenerational media literacy because we were raised by like a man who was born in 1951. But I don't know. Yeah. I feel it is on its way out. And I think that's probably not great. Like, not to say that like the individualization of media is all bad. Like, frankly, I think it's awesome that like so many more types of people can see themselves represented in media now, and that's fucking awesome. However, all the other stuff I've said about
also algorithms are bad.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go into talking about why because that should be obvious, but it's not good for us.
They operate on your outrage.
But that's the thing, right? So you say like so many other groups can like see themselves represented, and it's like, yeah, but then only those groups, because you'll never be exposed to other groups because your algorithm hasn't decided to show those to you. Right? And so it's like, so a person who identifies as a minority of some kind, for example, might get to see that identity represented in the media they consume, but somebody who does not identify as that minority is likely to never be exposed to that sort of representation because their algorithm. So in a lot of ways, it's like, yes, there is more representation because there's more stuff, but fewer people are going to see it if it's not.
Yeah, I feel like algorithms are honestly the main problem. Like, I think a more diverse media landscape is almost always a good thing. But the sort of tunnel vision that we're seeing is no bueno.
Yeah. Well, again, I think that in a lot of ways, it's like creating this lack of historical knowledge when it comes to something like media. And that's why they think that they like invented everything.
And here's the thing that I hate that I'm seeing among like younger kind of like film Twitter and Letterboxd users is that there's this sort of performative like uncuriousness where people will be like, oh, like no one's favorite movie is actually like Seven Samurai or I don't know, Eraserhead or Little Miss Sunshine. Like, your favorite movie is probably like Toy Story 2, but you're just embarrassed to say that. Like there was this girl
Somebody's projecting.
This girl made a TikTok where she was like, "Oh yeah, like no one actually likes Metropolis. Like my Letterboxd favorites are like Sing 2." And I'm just like, "What the fuck are we doing?"
Well, that's maybe a cousin to the anti-intellectualism that we see so much of.
There's
It's
just
like,
this sort of like anything that you wouldn't pick is performative in some way. Like there was this clip
because
of
everybody must be like you.
Yeah, there was this clip of Austin Butler who was on the red carpet promoting a film, and someone asked him what like some of his like, I think it was his Letterboxd top 4 or something, and he put The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly on there. And so many comments from people just being like, "Man, just say like Finding Nemo."
But what if he doesn't care?
And I'm just kind of like, there's this sort of like they couldn't fathom that someone would have a favorite movie that they hadn't heard of, which is so bizarre because like I haven't even seen that movie, but like I can think of so many things about like westerns like that. That is a western, right? Am I tripping?
Yeah.
No, yeah, I can think of so many things like about westerns like that that would kind of universally appeal to a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah.
Like there's freaking cowboys and outlaws and duels and all this awesome stuff. Like that is so like that's going to be so entertaining to a kid to like a 12-year-old boy from the year that movie came out, and probably like if you actually got a 12-year-old today to sit down and watch that, like a 12-year-old boy, he'd probably love it.
Oh yeah, no doubt. It's the getting them to pay attention to it because they assume anything old is bad automatically.
Yeah, there's this incuriousness and this anti-intellectualism, and I am not liking it. And obviously, these are all signs of like encroaching fascism.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. It is scary times,
isn't it? Though,
but it's almost. I think it's like this. There is that larger issue though of a lot of them having trouble fathoming that people don't think the way they do and see the things the way they do because their algorithm just constantly shows them people that do see the world the way they do and think the way they do.
Yeah.
Right. And so like if your favorite movie is like Finding Nemo or whatever, and that's your kind of like thing, any sort of content you're going to be shown is going to probably be people who think similarly. And so you're going to think like, oh, this is the way the world is. Right.
I am going to make a controversial statement right now. Disney adultism is a symptom of anti-intellectualism.
I don't know that I agree with that. I think some people just don't want to be adults, and that's their sort of opportunity to feel like kids again. I mean, not to say that it isn't anti. I'm just saying I know people who are Disney adults who are very much not anti-intellectual in any respect.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that like all Disney adults are anti-intellectual, full stop. I think the phenomenon or the rise of the phenomenon is kind of a symptom of anti-intellectualism as a whole.
I could see it being related for some people. Because I think for a lot of people, there is a fear of being seen as though they care too much about, intellectual things, I guess.
Which I think is stupid.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, so I don't know, especially as somebody who, like, teaches college for a living.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I find it so upsetting that people are so anti.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is alarming.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's just something about the sort of like, I guess it's like constantly needing like, you know, the dashing hero to come in and save the princess and everything be so black and white. Because like, I think that Disney is an evil mega corporation that
Oh yeah, for sure.
is like one of the main things wrong with like the media landscape and the world at this point, like, to be completely honest with you. However, I'm not going to say that like Snow White, for example, is a bad film. That's honestly an achievement in filmmaking. That's a beautiful like watercolor piece. I love the way it's animated. The soundtrack is gorgeous. So much effort was put into making that a good film, and it's beloved for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm not going to sit here and be like, "Oh, anybody who likes a Disney movie like obviously isn't capable of higher thought," because that's not fucking true. One of my favorite movies ever is Mary Poppins.
Mm. It was a classic.
But I just think that if you can't, like, you need to get yourself past there. Not that there's no value to be found in kind of like, you know, stories where good triumphs over evil and everyone gets, you know, what's coming to them and there's all is perfect in the world, happily ever after, yada, yada, yada. I think there is absolutely like value to those stories. I just think if that's the only thing that you can kind of like quote unquote handle,
Mm-hmm.
you need to flex.
Like that's the only kind you consume.
Yeah, you need to flex your brain muscles a little bit more.
Yeah. I mean, to an extent, I sort of see anime in a similar vein.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, because I mean, obviously there's a wide range, but
Oh,
a
absolutely.
lot of it is very much focused on the sort of classic, like, you know, good triumphing over evil and that sort of thing. And so I do see a lot of that in particularly some of the most popular types of anime,
Mm-hmm.
right? Like some of the most popular ones like Demon Slayer and One Piece and right, all that, they all do have that sort of theme to them,
Mm-hmm.
albeit usually with flawed protagonists.
Yeah.
Although I guess Tanjiro doesn't have any flaws in Demon Slayer. Anyway. So I think it is a very sort of similar thing. And interestingly, we are seeing the rise of popularity in anime a lot in recent years.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that really means anything, but, you know.
Kyle and I have also been talking about like this a lot in particular, having just finished Last Airbender and Korra. But with Last Airbender in particular, like, we used to, on the whole, make media for younger people, like children and tweens, that was a lot more challenging.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Last Airbender has like themes of like, it's just like a kind of child's introduction to like fascism and kind of like the winners getting to write history and like concepts like a genocide, and there's like basic Eastern philosophies that are kind of like fed to the viewer via like the characters and story. And I don't know, it's just like I feel like that shit, like, you couldn't make that today. And I hate that phrase even coming out of my mouth, but like I just don't.
It happens to all of us.
Like, I could see that being decried as woke in a way that didn't happen when it was airing.
Yeah, no, everything is supposed to be just kind of the perfect, you know, again, good over evil. Obviously, the same kind of people always being the good guys, and the same kind of people always being the bad guys. But I mean, even like things we've talked about before, I think, like the kinds of movies that used to be more popular and were made for kids were like upsetting. And I think now there's more of a trend to just not upset kids in any way possible.
I saw a Tumblr post recently that made a point that I really agreed with, which is that I think that, this person's kind of statement was that children should be able to experience emotions like fear, disgust, anger, etc. in like kind of like safe, controlled, more controlled experiences. By, you know, when I was a kid, I was scared of Ursula in The Little Mermaid. So like, I feel like that's so much less of a thing now. Or like, children were freaked out by the original Snow White, like the scene in the like evil forest.
Yeah.
But that's because it was like supposed to be a movie for both children and their parents that had like actual weight to it. And like stakes.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe this has just been an evening of old lady corner. But that's where I'm at.
Yeah, no, I mean, I think even for people that don't see things that way now, I think they eventually will. Because like the older you get, just the more experience you have, the more perspective you have on things. And you realize like, oh yeah, I definitely would have thought like the way they do now when I was their age, because I didn't have the same experience and perspective and all of that.
There are some opinions you can only have when you are 14 years old. And sometimes as an adult, you see a 14-year-old having those opinions and you can't tell them that the reason they have those opinions is because they are 14 years old. They will not believe you.
Nope. You can tell them, oh, you'll understand someday, and that means nothing to them.
Absolutely jack shit.
Yeah. But they will. They, because how many people in my life, told me, oh, when you'll think differently one day, or I'm like, yeah, sure,
And then you do.
You do.
Comes for us all in the end, and I think that is a beautiful note to conclude this stream on.
Sure.
Let me.
Oh, yeah. Good timing. Nick's screaming at me.
And close out of all this stuff. Oh my god, close already. Okay. All right, before we sign off for the evening, I would like to remind anybody who's watching that we are going out early-ish tomorrow morning, because we've got a 7+ hour time difference to work across. We will be going live at 11 a.m. to talk to Johannes Eckerstrom of the band Avatar. That is going to be our 250th episode. Do not miss it. It is going to be a great time. But if you cannot catch us live, it will be going up formally as soon as possible. Hopefully same day. Fingers crossed.
That is 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time tomorrow, August 7th. Be there or be square. What else have we got going on? I texted, you saw this because you are in this group chat. I texted the group chat about DFN on Friday. As yet, I do not know, but if that information is given to me, I will pass it along to you tomorrow. Other than that, we have got our deal going on with the Bull and Bee. You can go to thebullandbee.com and use code MONSTERMEAD at checkout for $5 off your online mead order. And after this week's Fighting with Friends, we're going to be taking next week off from both the podcast and stream. So be aware of that. But after that,
busy.
I think what we're going to be doing on stream, we've got a couple movie month ideas in the works. We have to actually sit down and pick movies, but we have some themes picked out. So we're going to choose what months are going to be what themes. And then if there's any kind of like gap where it's like, oh, 3 weeks before this starts or whatever, we'll probably just do some more video games. Whether or not it's more Don't Starve remains to be seen.
Who knows what you'll be on by that point?
Yeah, honestly. Again, as I said previously, I feel the call of something Bethesda. Like, it's coming soon.
Yeah.
It's coming soon.
And Fallout 76.
Maybe that'll be it. Who's to say? Okay. I think that is everything for the evening. Thank you to everybody who watched, who participated in chat. We appreciate all of you very much. And hopefully we will see you tomorrow. Adios, everybody. Stay rad.